Alrighty, so the other day in stories, we threw it out there. Who had polished concrete in Copenhagen? And we've been fortunate enough that someone's put their hand up and said, hey, come along, check it out at a private residence. We have never met this guy before. We don't know if this is going to be our last video in Rock Up Group, but we're just about to go in. We're going to check it out. We got some photos. It looked like a surface polish. Which is great because they're one of the most challenging floors that we're getting in Australia at the moment. So it'll be really interesting to see what this surface polish looks like, whether it's got a guard on it, whether it's been fully refined, whether it's had a full polish, full mechanical process. So wish me luck, we're going in. I've got security with me though as well, the big dog. So you know, see how we go. Alrighty, so we're here in Copenhagen. We're in a private residence and we're fortunate enough to actually have a bit of an inspection on how this concrete's been finished or how the mechanical polish process has been finished. So we've got some of the good old characteristics of the concrete. It's a fully burnish. You can see the burnt that the concrete is put in. And then from an operator's point of view, finishing the actual floor, it is still industrial, it is still porous. We are seeing a lot of holes in the actual surface that haven't been grouted. Now, that's not to say that the contractor's done a bad job. That's probably what he's sold. They've gone for that industrial look. They haven't closed it up. We're still seeing the same old issues that we see in surface polishes, which are the cracks. Because concrete cracks, guys. It looks like the contractor tried to fill it up a bit here with a product, and it's actually highlighted and made it look a little bit lighter compared to where it's actually naturally cracking here. You can't see it as much. So, look, even looking at some of the edge work, he hasn't really had the luxury of putting some skirting along there just to hide that stone reveal, but that just tells us that the edges would have risen up quite a bit for the exposure to be there. Same thing, just walking through the kitchen, it's actually held up pretty well. This is about 3 years old. We've got random exposure going on. You can definitely tell that probably could have done with a little bit more densifier to try and tighten it up a bit more. But even here, obviously we had some high pieces of concrete here. The concrete must have been at a certain height for us to get that much reveal. Even with some patching, a fair bit of patching going on there. That's what happens when concrete blows out. You've got to patch it. It's very hard to match the actual color. Honestly, in terms of a rustic industrial finish and full mechanical polish, this is what we're seeing right now. This doesn't have epoxy on it. This doesn't have sealer. It's been mechanically treated and it's been maintained quite well. So we're stoked to be in this house. This is cool. Another part of the world checking out mechanical polished concrete. You.